We already pulled the box out. It was right there. And the filter, which is right back here. That's the old air box. Here's the lid. What we used to have in there. So all that's going to get replaced. All the piping will get replaced with the new kit, a ram air kit. Oh my God! Straight from eBay.
What's the brand name on it?
There is no name. Actually, there is. It's called INSYS or something. INSYS. Like you're in your sis. INSYS. Anyway, so there's our filter. There's the piping.
Let's go find your intake system.
Here's the so-called aluminum piping that is not aluminum by any means. You can see that there's a coating on it. And here's the hardware clamps, little mount there. Instructions, which just tell you to read your email.
Here's your ram air sensor.
Man, that's a mass air sensor.
Yeah, that's it.
Face.
Mass air.
You've been running it for like 3 weeks without no filter on, so...
I haven't ran it anywhere, actually.
Run this with your lips. Just unscrewing the clamps here. Intakes are pretty easy to put in, but this one will probably be a nightmare because, you know, it comes with universal mounting shit. So we'll find out what happens, though. This is the only piece that we're keeping of the old right here. So actually, we don't need to take that off. We'll leave it on. Everything just tightens onto there. And
Pop this out.
Another sensor. Have to pop that out and transfer it over to the new piping. That'll be right here. Got the mass airflow sensor here. It's really important to make sure you put this back on the way it came off. You can see the little arrow on the top that's showing the direction the air is flowing through it. This one has it, so it's pretty easy to know, but a lot of them don't. Mine does not have any kind of arrow on it, so a lot of people put these intakes on. They put this backwards, and then they wonder why their car is running like shit, and they think it's the intake. They have their mass air sensor on backwards.
Just took the other sensor out. It was down in here. Little piece broke off, but I'm pretty sure it'll be okay.
Yep. Transfer it over.
Shove it back down in this fake ass aluminum piece.
Right. And I'll just attach this to the air sensor here. Clamps on it. We'll get the clamps on snug. We won't tighten anything up until it's all together and adjusted where we need it. Then we'll tighten all the clamps down and plug everything back in. Well, the first snag that we came across with our eBay intake system is
this little sensor right here needs to be right here. So whenever you buy one of these for a 2000 S10 from INSYS
on eBay, INSYS,
maybe send them an email and tell them to drill the shit out on the right side.
What they did is they put the hole and the bung for the sensor in the wrong piece of pipe. It should be in this one because it has to go after the mass air sensor.
Even so, even if it doesn't have to, your wire harness doesn't reach.
So here's where the sensor goes in between the piping. Okay. On their picture on their eBay auction or whatever, they showed the other sensor going in right here. Yet they put the plug, the bung for it way down there. So what are we going to do about it?
Drill it out.
We're going to cut that, slice that off so that there's no more bung hole. And we're going to drill a hole in there where it should be, and we're going to put it where it needs to be. So looks like we're getting out the grinder for
and yeah,
the drill and
we're gonna move the bung hole.
The drill and the grinder for our eBay intake. Let's get to it. What we've done is just taken a piece of 2-inch masking tape and stuck it around here on the pipe. You can see that where the hole is there. So we got a nice straight line around, relatively straight. Doesn't have to be perfect. So we'll zip that off. I'm sure this cheap ass alloy, that wheel will probably zip right through it. What are all these drill bits over here, Mike? What the fuck is all of this?
I don't know, Jason.
What do you mean?
I didn't even know if we have a cyclone inch.
Need a little oil on there.
Oil this.
With your lip.
Oil this.
We don't have a big enough drill bit for our...
Not, because that's all we ever do is fucking rig shit up.
Rig shit up. That's what we do around here. So we're gonna ream the hole with the Dremel. For the bung, that'll squeeze our sensor in there.
Gonna ream this bunghole.
Oh, Jesus. So we've had to cut a piece of the tube. We've had to drill a hole in another area. But we'll make it work. Well, there's the intake put in with a couple of modifications. Also, like to add to the video that the clamps that come with this are complete garbage, the hose clamps. So we used a bunch of different ones because they wouldn't tighten. They'd get to a certain point and just
Click, click, click.
without tightening anything. So, anyways, it's in. Not even going to bother putting any of the bullshit braces that came with it, the universal mounts to make it a little stiff. You know, it's fine the way it is. So,
Right.
that's about it for this one. See you next time.